Ow. Hey. Hello, hello, hello. My dog's out there killing each other. They were good. I had a couple of close ones, but then they died. Tyson fight. Hey. Yeah, everybody did really good on the battles. My first battle, it was a agency battle, and I was like, you can't have me, you can't have me battling somebody who's got 900 people. Like that ain't right. Like most of her lives, she only has like two or five people in her whole life. Well, we promote it, whatever. And she had 20 people in her room tonight, and somebody gifted her two ridiculously expensive things, and she curb stomped me 8,000 to 45,000 with having a quarter of the amount of people in the room. I was like, good job, damn. Hand shoes and horse grenades, I know. I can't wait to get your little Groot. I have a friend who was sending me something in the my post office box, and it was supposed to be here today, but I guess some of it's coming today, some of it's coming Monday, so blah blah blah. So I figure I'll go to the post office and just kind of get it all at one time. So I'll be getting her stuff, and I'll get you in. Are you eating my floor again? I feel like they're eating my floor. I have a spot in my floor that came up, and they every now and then they chew it a little bit. I'm gonna have to put a thing over it because I don't need them chewing up any more than they already have. It got caught on my husband's bed, so it's scraped up. And then at the time, Buddy was a puppy, and so he picked at the spot. Yeah, the tracking number, I got it. Was that USPS, FedEx, UPS? You didn't tell me what you were sending it through. I can't track it if it's the wrong place. I'm not worried about it. It'll be there. I have confidence it will be there. USPS, nice. Yeah, I have confidence it'll be there. Yeah, I have a friend that was sending me something, and then your package. So he looks like he's a pretty good size. I mean, I felt like he was a pretty good size. He was cute though. I mean, I've been watching the Marvel movies, so I was like, oh my god, that one looks like Groot. So, and he's quartz. Quartz is good. Quartz is good to put around a bunch of electronics. Quartz helps electronics. So he's gonna go right there. He's gonna go up on my shelf right there. What do I have? I had my cup there, but I'm gonna put him there too. So he'll be right up there. So yeah. Today has been pretty chill. Hey everybody. Yeah, he does. Does he supposed to have like a little smile Or did you like put that on him or what? Because did you put the eyeballs on them? Did you put the little beady eyeballs on them or did they come with little beady eyeballs? Because that was the only one that had like a little mouth on it. All the other ones didn't look like they had mouths, or did they? Today got up. I fed the farm for him because he was late. I fed the dogs because he was late. Did some dishes, made some dinner, mopped some floors, did some laundry, cleaned the couch cover. Oh, the other ones do too? Okay, because it looked like he was the only one that had a little mouth. Oh, they all have eyeballs? So they come with the eyeballs. Got it. Well, he looks like Groot, so I was like, I must have Groot. Groot gave the sacrifice and exploded, so I want Groot. Hey, CM. So, yeah, that's there. So, my friend, the package was her one package, I guess, was supposed to be here today. And then she's like, well, never mind. Wait for like Monday. I'm like, all right, because that's good because he didn't even get home. We had to actually make the groceries be picked up tomorrow because he technically would have got home in time to do it. But we didn't know that. So I moved the groceries because he got home late and we couldn't even, because we had to stop somewhere else to get something and he couldn't do that. So we have to go run to the one store and run to the other store. I still got to go to the pet store. But I'll probably do all that probably tomorrow, I'm thinking. Hey! Oh, you got a membership, Kim. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Lord knows I could use all the memberships I can get right now. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. You know what, Neil? I don't think I need a channel. I just do the YouTube thing. I don't think I need a YouTube channel. I'll just do this channel here. I don't think I need another YouTube channel. I think Neil's lost. I think he's a little confused. So your sister and your friends are coming to your house for dinner. Ooh, what are you doing for dinner? Are you doing good dinner stuff? I had tuna noodles and I put up a short on how to make it. Because everybody's always asking me about tuna noodles. How do you make it? How do you make it? So I put up a short on how to make it. I didn't get a finished product because, well, but I got up how to do it. So yes, absolutely. It's okay, Amber. Neil's a little turned around. It's okay. We'll hold space for Neil. It'll be okay. It is. Life is an adventure. I completely agree. I completely agree. Life is an adventure. So, yeah. So the internet hasn't kicked off yet. It is after 12. I very stupidly got on here at 10 to 12 or 8 to 12 or 5 to 12, which my internet loves to kick the bucket around 12. So we'll see. If not, it kicks at about 3. We have the Ethernet cable, which still has not been installed because, why not? We're busy. He's been getting home really late. He's been getting home like 5 hours late because his truck is all messed up and they're so behind on schedule that like he's going into work like 3 hours late. He's coming home 2 hours. It's wild. It's a fucking mess. It's a fucking mess. So yeah, I'm gonna jinx it. I know. Next thing I know, all of a sudden the internet just pops off. Well, while I was doing all that stuff today, I had like so much time, guys. I just put up a tarot reading on here. I put up a few shorts. I think I put up like 5 shorts. I put up a tarot reading. There's a really cute short of Bronx and Kira that I cannot believe I got on tape. I had tuna noodles. Audra, you're falling asleep. Okay. Talk to me tomorrow. Yes, I got the cord that was long enough. We've had it for a week, but we had other stuff we had to do on Sunday because he's working Monday. 2 weeks in a row. So as it stands right now, as everything stands, yes, don't forget to thumbs up. Listen to Neil. Everybody listen to Neil. He knows what he's talking about. He just gets confused about what room he's in. If he goes to 6 days and he stays at 6 days, we'll be good. The 3-week shutdown is going to suck, but pretty sure we're going to try to do the unemployment thing. The only time he's ever gotten unemployment was during COVID. So pretty sure that shouldn't be an issue. The only other time we've ever done something was in 2011 when he got hurt from work, and he was on workman's comp for literally almost a year. It was so bad. Workman's comp does not pay you the full amount. And we were on workman's comp. We went through our savings. We went through everything. That was like the first time that we had to do a freaking bankruptcy because he got hurt at work doing workman's comp, and they do not pay the full amount. They pay like 2/3 pay. And we had to go through like everything we had. It was awful. But the only time he's ever done unemployment was during COVID. So hopefully we can do unemployment for those 3 weeks. And if that goes through, that should, I don't know how much we would get technically. I know how much like is the max. Last time we got the max. So if we get the max, we'll be good to go. We'll be fine. If we don't get the max, we'll be better than we were. So, yes, Neil's a great hype man. He is a party and hype man. Yeah, for work. Yeah, he only got 2/3 pay. Yeah, so we ended up going through all of our savings, everything. It sucked. And then they finally let him go back to work. I think he was off like 11 months. It was so bad, dude. And we damn near killed each other while he was off work. Like we were on, it was just me and him, and like we are not meant to be on top of each other with, no jobs, no nothing. Like that was entirely too much, not getting out of the house, not working, not having a lot of friends. Like we were ready to like just like put each other in a meat locker by the time it was done. But he's looking forward to the 3 weeks off. I guess apparently he has plans for our yard. We want to move the goat enclosure fence. He wants to fix the goat enclosure fence. He wants to clean up the goat enclosure, get some of the like tires and stuff out of there that they're not using, clean up the yard, the goat enclosure. So, we're good, Menda. What's up? So I guess he's looking forward to that time off. I don't think he realizes it's going to be cold. I don't know how much yard work he's going to get done, but whatever. It's a nice sentiment. It's nice thoughts, But yeah, if we can do that, then with him being off, because that's what they told him to do. They told him, well, why don't you just try to go do unemployment? The problem is we don't know what the plans are yet, if they're planning on doing some broker loads or working him half the time or whatever. So we're kind of taking it step by step to where either they can work him half the time and we can have our savings, or they can do unemployment, which we won't get for 2 to 3 weeks, but this money will get us mostly through until it comes back, and then I can put the money the places that we had it. So as it stands, I'm not panicking. I'm nervous, I'm anxious, but I'm not panicking. My husband weirdly is panicking a little bit. He's panicking a little bit, which is odd. He doesn't panic. He's not a panicker. But I have good feelings about this. I have good feelings that everything will be okay. You guys have been doing really great with watching the YouTube. It's not going up significantly, but it's going up. So I appreciate you guys watching the YouTube. I appreciate you guys coming and tapping the battles. I appreciate the people who gift the battles, obviously. Hey, Aussie. I just appreciate everybody. We have a lot of fun at the battles. It's a good atmosphere. We have fun. You did a share. Awesome. Good job. Good job with the share. Shares are good. Yeah. my lives are always on YouTube. I've been kind of fucking up on YouTube, to be honest. I was doing them every single night all the time, and now I'm doing like 5 days a week. Sometimes I take a night off. I really need to stop doing that. That's probably part of the reason my revenue is a little down. I didn't go live last night. I was busy talking on the phone, but I'm here tonight. As a matter of fact, last night I felt bad because it was my friend's birthday, and so I wanted to go live, especially for her, and she fell asleep. So, yeah. So she fell asleep. So I'm here, and I don't think she is. You went on a Temu frenzy today. Christmas is done. Yeah, if me and him get a Christmas, it's going to be like a small item or items off of Temu for not very expensive. We didn't spend a whole lot last year, really. We don't really spend a whole lot on Christmas to begin with, but it's going to be a real small Christmas this year. But I want to at least do something. I want to get us a little something. Even if, we did 2 years ago, we did just a Temu Christmas. And what we did was when it came in, we didn't even wrap it. We can't wrap it. The dogs will eat it. So literally the Temu packages came in and we just gave the entire package to the person, let them open it up and just get everything out of the package. It was cheaper and more cost efficient. Thank you. So, well, the dogs will eat it. There's nothing we can do. So we couldn't exactly wrap them and put them anywhere because the dogs would have tore into them in about 4 seconds. So, but yeah, we'll just do a little Temu thing, it'll be all right. I'll get him like a t-shirt or something. He can get me a sweatshirt. It'll be all right. Yeah, I have some credits stocked up on Temu that I'm gonna go get something with. I'm not sure. I have a lot of clothes, so I don't know if I'm gonna be getting clothes, but I got some Temu credits packed up. So I was going on there seeing if there was anything. I still got like 4 because I got that really good deal where I spent $20. I don't know how I did this. It was like pick 4 free gifts. I'm like, I see where this is going. So I picked the 4 free gifts. I picked like the most expensive things they have, which was sweatshirts, etc. I'm like, all right, put them all in. I'm like, they're not going to do anything. And they're like, if you buy $20 worth of stuff, you'll get 4 items free. I'm like, yeah, right. I fell for this once before. And I ended up getting 1 item. Well, it only said 1 item, and I did get it, but my dogs ate it. Anyway, don't even get me started on that one. So I got a t-shirt and a sweatshirt for $20. And then sure as shit, it actually did give me all 4 items. Then it added an item. So I got 5 items at like $12 a piece for the cost of 2 items that totaled 20. So for $20, I got 6 items and ended up getting like $100 worth of shit, even in Temu value, $100 and shit. Like it was pretty good. So they're sending them out like piece at a time, I think. I mean, like this last time they actually ended up combining 2 of my packages. So, but I have like, they're all coming separately. So I have like 5 packages coming. I've never had one that was good. Like I did have the one where I got a piece free. And when it came in, I sat the entire order on my counter, went in my room, and the dogs ate the entire thing. All 5 pieces of clothes. I was livid. It was up on the counter. I didn't think they could get it. They could. They did. Didn't get to enjoy one damn thing. I was so pissed off. Turns out didn't need summer clothes anyways. I ended up the whole summer in hoodies. Like the whole summer, I think I wore like 3 tank tops. I bought a bunch of tank tops and I wore like 3 of them. I ended up in hoodies the whole summer. By the way, Kim, I just messaged you. In case I messaged you. You had a quiet Christmas plan, then found out everyone is coming home. Guess you're not going to be quiet now. I don't know exactly what our plans are for Christmas. A lot of times we spend it with his mom. So with his mom and his grandma just being, alone now, we're going down there for Thanksgiving. I don't know what we're doing for Christmas. We may go down there for Christmas. I don't know. But we are going down for Thanksgiving. We didn't have a Thanksgiving plan. We were going to basically get a rotisserie chicken. That's turkey-ish, right? Thanksgiving's his favorite holiday, and I felt bad, but we didn't have you know, we didn't know if his mom was coming up or anything, and I feel stupid making an entire dinner for just me and him. So I'm gonna make my sweet potatoes for his mom and him because like I make my sweet potatoes pretty good. I don't really eat them. I'm not a fan, but I know how to make them well. So I'm gonna make that and take it down there. And it'll just be me, him, his mom, and his grandma. So it'll be their first Thanksgiving without the grandfather there. So and I'm not really sure exactly how Christmas is working yet. If his mom's coming here, we're going there. If we're just spending Christmas alone, we haven't had a Christmas alone in a couple years. I don't even know if we've ever had a Christmas alone, to be honest. We've always had somebody, something, whatever here. So your sister and your family are going to get together for Thanksgiving. That's cool. So what I did, if you put in, it was daily free, they showed up. When that happens, you just type in daily free and then it'll say grab and you grab them once a day. I set an alarm because I would have forgot. I set an alarm every day so that I could grab one. And it worked and I got all of them. It was a fish hose. He wanted a smaller fish hose and I was like, all right. So there was a fish hose, a t-shirt, 2 sweatshirts, and some warming socks. Sorry. So I mean, good deal, good deal. That's good. That's good. Yeah. If you go to daily free, it'll work. So tomorrow, I'm thinking about keeping the car tomorrow. That way I can go to the gym because I haven't been to the gym in like 2 days because I've been babying my arm, which I just took the, apparently you're only supposed to wear it for X amount of hours a day. And I'm starting to get like a issue with my arm. So I'm trying to wear it when I sleep mostly because that's when a lot of my problem and pain is when I sleep. So I'm thinking about going to the gym in the morning and then there's like 3 places I need to go. So I'm thinking about doing that and just keeping the car and getting some stuff done. I'll take him and I got to go to the pet store and another store and I could check the P.O. box for what's there just because I'm out and get the groceries and go to, can I go to the bank? I could technically go to the bank, technically, depending on if I might be able to go to the bank. I really need to go to the bank. So if I keep the car, I could be able to do something. Yeah, all my dog. Well, I can't say all my dog. All my cats were cremated, and then my one dog was cremated. And we got all private cremations for them because we just did. I've never got a communal, but I'm not against it. I just always got the private cremation. So, I actually watched a lot of TV today. I got like probably 2 or 3 episodes of the challenge in, and after this is over, I'm gonna go watch some more challenge. I am trying to get through so I can actually finish some shows and start some new ones. Yoda's food came. Her new dosage of food came today. I only had about half of her food. I forgot to throw a pack from the freezer to the fridge. So I only had half of her food. So I ended up giving her, I'd opened a can of like wet dog food to give Sis, like a big can. So I'd given her a third yesterday. I gave her a third today. And then I gave Yoda her good food and a third of a can of dog food. And I guess that was pretty good. But her new food came today, and there is so much Yoda food in my freezer right now. It is unreal. And I got her the more calorie packs. I went up by almost 100 calories, which they go up in like 20 calorie in intervals. And I went up 3 intervals because I was like, how much is the next one? They're like, it's $2 cheaper. I'm like, okay, well, how much is the one after that? She's like, it's $1 cheaper. I'm like, okay, well, then how much is the next one? She's like, $7 more. I was like, give me that one. So she went from having like 230 calories to like 350. So I'm hoping that'll help her with her weight gain and to stop eating so much damn dog kibble, because what is the point of me spending out the ass in this if she's just going to eat dog kibble any freaking way? So I got her food in the fridge, so she's good for tomorrow. But she's been, we've been filling the bowl more. They told us how to use her packs until the new packs came. So we were doing that, and it threw us off because we were getting 4 portions per pack, and now we're getting 2.5 portions, and the half portion keeps throwing us off. So we've forgotten to throw one in quick enough. So luckily, well, no, we're still going to probably get through those, which is another week of doing that, I guess. And then we'll go to her new pack, which is half a pack. Instead of doing 4 in a pack, it's half a pack, and they're a little bit smaller. I don't know how they figure it out, but so she'll be doing that. She's doing really great cognitively and whatever. She's not gaining weight. And so I called him and I'm like, she's not gaining weight. So we went up in calories, and hopefully that works. If not, she's doing really good in she's doing really good mentally and cognitively. So as long as she's good there, if she's skinny, she's skinny. She's old. I mean, it's going to happen. Sis is going to start losing. I feel like Sis is losing a little weight. I always get paranoid she's losing weight. He's like, she's like, okay, to be fair, she's overweight. So like, would it be a big deal if she lost weight? No, she's overweight. But at the same time, like, I get paranoid. You're going to get some things for your daughter for her birthday. That's good. That's good. Adulting sucks. How are your dogs? Are your dogs okay? I feel like they got into something. My husband said the same thing, because I was like, oh my God, you wouldn't guess what happened today. And he goes, they got into something. They had to have gotten into something. For 2 of them, they would have had to have gotten into something. So what I do, and trust me, food time is not fun. And for the past 2 days, I always fed them by myself, and then I got him to feed them, which he can't fucking do on his own. And then I fed him the past 2 nights. What I do is this. So I get the 4 littles. I get the 4 littles, and I get 4 bowls of kibble. And then I fill Yoda's bowl full of her bougie food. I set them here. I get all the littles into this room. Then I usually let them all outside. So while they're outside, I get all their bowls ready. So they're outside. I get all the littles' food. I bring it in here. I set it down. I go out there. I get Nikki and Kira's food. And then I get Riley and Sydney, which they eat out of a big bowl. So I dump Riley and Sydney's in. I let everybody in the house. I take Kira, and then on the way through, I put the littles into this room. Then I take Nikki and Kira's food, put it in the living room. So Riley and Sydney eat in the dining room. Kira and Nikki eat in the living room. They end up fighting the whole time. It doesn't matter anyways, but that's how it starts. Then I come in here. I set Yoda's food down in front of her, set the other ones out. I have to watch because they'll try to steal Yoda's food. I sit here and say, hey, 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 the whole time. In the meantime, I can hear them outside fighting. Because what happens is Sydney goes over there and she wants their food, but then Kira goes over there and wants their food. So basically, I just let them do their thing. If I hear anything, I go out there and I'm like, hey, knock it off. But food time is 20 minutes of chaos, essentially. And he's like, I need you in here watching the littles. And I'm like, I do this by myself every night, dude. Well, before he started feeding them, I did this every night. Every night that he works, I got to do it by myself. You just got to do what you got to do. And he's like, you got to do it like that. No, you do it like this and it works. So it's, I mean, honestly, I would say it's not even 20 minutes. It's about 10 or 15. They eat their food pretty quick. And then what I do is like, well, I picked them up, but if there's 4 bowls of kibble in here, I'll usually leave like 2 down so that they can pick at it. That way, if somebody didn't get enough food during dinner, they can pick. I pick up the rest of the food because I'm not just going to have them just sit there and graze. You know, that's more. They ate their dinner. They don't need to graze. Sorry, Jesus. And then I just pick up the food or whatever, and that's it. Let them back outside. Let them run it off, and that's dinner every night. Yeah, it's a circus. And like if he ever had to actually feed them by his honest to God self, I don't think he could handle it. He got to where he can do like half of it, but seriously, the man would die without me. Every now and then he'll get cocky and he's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you wouldn't last 3 days. You wouldn't last 3 days. There's too much stuff that I do that he's not been doing. So like he would be at a loss because I've been doing it the whole time. So like with the dog food thing, like we got into the biggest fight for 3 days because he's like, we don't need dog food. I'm like, we need dog food. He's like, it's going to last till Friday. I'm like, it's going to last till Monday. He's like, it's going to last. We got into like a fight. Like we were arguing. He's like, you think I'm stupid? And I'm like, no, I've been doing this for 6 months. That's going to last till Monday. It's going to last till Friday. I'm not stupid, blah, blah, blah. I said, it's going to last till Monday, maybe Tuesday at top. I was trying to give him Tuesday to be nice. I was like, it might last till Tuesday. I said, but it's not going to last till Friday. I'm ordering dog food. So he's pissed as shit because I don't trust him and blah, blah, blah. And the dog food ran out Monday night. And I was like, babe, I'm not trying to say you don't know what you're talking about. What I'm saying is I've been doing this for 6 months. I know exactly how much dog food we have. I know exactly when it's going to go run out. I know exactly how long it lasts just by looking at it. I said, this doesn't have to do with me thinking you're stupid. It has to do with the fact that you haven't been doing this as long as I have, so I know what's going on. So I won. I got my clothes in the dryer before I got on here. I actually remembered my clothes were in the washer, so I got them in the dryer. Got the dishwasher isn't quite ready to run, but it's getting pretty close. I did make dinner tonight for myself. I got the couch cover all cleaned and put back on. Mopped the floors. There wasn't really a whole lot I had to do today, so I got up a little bit. I got up like an hour later than normal and did what little I had to do. Then I sat in the living room and watched like 3 challenges. I made dinner, watched some challenges, did a couple tarot readings, put them up on YouTube and TikTok and whatnot. I did a communal one video, and then I did a communal short. So there's one of each there. Let's see. Yeah, if you leave the room, it's ridiculous. Well, Pepper likes to go in everybody else's bowl is the problem. Pepper wants to go bowl to bowl to bowl, and the other dogs get pissed off. So, yeah, my cat will eat my dog's food too if he's out there. Like if I put Riley and Sydney's food down before they get in, he will try to steal a couple pieces. I did while I was doing the wet dog food. I got Sissy's done, put her in my room. Because when she gets special food, she has to eat in my room. Otherwise, they'll steal it from her. And then I put the rest in Yoda's bowl. I gave Bronx a little bite. I gave the cat like 2 little bites. I didn't really have a whole lot to do today, so it was nice. I was able to get stuff done, not feel rushed, have some just me time to just watch TV, which like I don't really get that a whole lot. Usually I'm doing something, this or that. Him having this schedule works better, but he's not going to be on it all the time. It makes it a lot better for me, honestly, because I'm just able to get a little bit more done when I wake up, but it's okay. Otherwise I have to kind of work backwards, but Yoda's food came, they put it on the porch. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. So he brought it in when he came home. It's in dry ice, so it was fine. It was only like it wasn't very warm out today, and it's in dry ice, so it's more than okay to be out there. Like we would get it delivered in the summer and be in dry ice, be all right. This is not cool, dude. I wore my brace. I took it off a little while ago. I'm gonna put it back on when I go to bed. I feel like I really need it when I sleep, and then I wear it a little bit throughout the day. I feel like my arm is doing better, at least to a point. I still do have portions where I wake up in the middle of the night and it hurts really bad, but I mean, I feel like overall it does feel better, so that's good. I think I'm like 2/3 of the way through the challenge, which is cool. We're getting I moved the groceries to tomorrow, so I'm picking those up tomorrow. I didn't buy almost any groceries. I bought dog food in like 5 Staples. Not even kidding. I bought dog food in 5 Staples. We had some stuff here, and his check was the absolute lowest check we've had in, I don't remember when, but I made it work. I made it happen, as I do. I think we had $10 left at the end. Even after having, I mean, I cut this corner, cut that corner, cut this corner, cut that corner, and I think we have $10 for the week. Now, of course, I have the money that I can dip into, but I thought I had this extra money, and then I realized I didn't take the life insurance out. So I go to log in, and I'm like, where did this money go? And I was like, oh, the life insurance came out literally like 5 seconds before I looked at the bank account. So, yeah, but we paid it. We're screwed for the week, but I have money that if anything happens, I can go dip into it. So that's fine. I am going to have to get goat and pig food though. So I am going to have to dip into it probably Monday. But it's not that bad. The goat and pig food isn't that bad. It's the goat and pig food together. I used to buy 2 goat and 2 pig. And that would last all month. Now I buy 1 goat, 1 pig, and it lasts about 2.5 weeks. And it's basically the price of a big bag of dog food for both of them. So it's not that bad. It's 100 pounds of food for like $30. So it's really not like awful. And it lasts like 2.5 weeks. So how do you share me out over here? I have no idea. I mean, after the live, I guess you hit the share button. I don't know. I'm not really sure how YouTube works. Not even kidding. I love what show? What? The challenge? Yeah. That's what I'm watching anyways. I got like a whole nother season to watch after this. I think. So I was kind of upset because last night I went to eat something. And I sat down to eat, and there was a movie coming on in 20 minutes. And it was a movie I wanted to see. And I got to watch like 15 minutes of it. And I'm like, okay, I got to go to bed. So that sucked. It was one of the movies I actually had on my freaking list to buy. And I was shocked they put it on. And I was like, okay, well, I'll watch it. Yeah, I lasted like 20 minutes and was like, I should probably go to bed. So I went to bed. You can click the X to get out of the live chat and hit the arrow on the landing screen of the live. Damn it. Sorry. Yes, I spend more on animal food than I do on people. Yes. I spend about, well, it depends. If you average out, because the way I buy my animal food, I spend more some weeks than I do other, but if you were to average it out for all the animals, it ends up being $100 a week, which is about what I spend on groceries. And when I say groceries, I mean all encompassing groceries. So that's Pine Sol, toilet paper, Dawn, laundry soap, whatever. I spend like $100 a week. That's why we don't have anything. We live, we survive. It's okay. We eat a lot of frozen food. Garbage, basically. So yeah, I spend the same amount for my animals that I do for us, essentially. And then like every X amount of weeks, I'll go and get extra food that supplements. It would make more sense to just spend more every week, but that's not always possible. So like I'll do the same amount, whatever, and then one week I'll go and spend like an extra X amount that helps get through or whatever. So it works. I'm getting ready to do that again here probably in the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna go grab some extra meat. And by meat, it's not like meat like you guys would think. Basically a lot of hamburger and then a couple packs of pork chops or chicken or something. And if we divvy them out, they last longer. But yeah, in like another 2 weeks, I'm gonna have to go get some extra meat to get us through the 3 weeks that he's home. So yeah, like Yoda's food is a big portion of what we spend a month. I mean, we spend half of like, well, not quite half, but like a third of our whole animal food thing is for Yoda. And my husband, he's panicking and he's like, well, maybe we can put off her food, like stretch her food out and like put it off a month. And I'm like, we'll be fine. I'm like, we're going to make sure that we will make sure that she continues on. Like, cause I mean, could we make it stretch and give her half of her food and half a kibble? Yeah, we probably could. If we had to, that's what we would do. But I was like, I will make sure that we don't have to do that. I'll figure it out. I always do. So as it stands right now, everything should be fine. If he does get the unemployment, which there shouldn't be a reason why he couldn't, they literally told him to go get it. Depending on how much it is or whatever, it's gonna be we'll be more than okay. I was panicking in the beginning because I seen what we needed and what we were going to have, and it was very, very close. It was really, really close. And so I was kind of panicking. But close was still going to be doable if people, watched the lives a lot or came to the battles and tapped or whatever. People were like, oh my God, she's on there dry begging. And I'm like, me asking you to come tap a live for free or to watch a live for free. How was that asking for like actual donations? And, yeah, I said, yeah, if somebody cash outs me, I'll accept it. Yeah, but I'm not asking for it. Yes, you are. You're asking for it just by saying it. No, my information is out there. Sometimes I do. I wake up and this has happened, for 3 years. Sometimes I'll wake up and somebody just sends me money and they're like, hey, I like your YouTube. Okay. And that's not whatever. And all I said was, tap the screen for battles. You don't even have to whatever, or watch the lives more often than you normally do. That's not asking people for money. That's asking people to take, a few minutes out of their day. That's completely different. But I mean, if you want to turn it into something stupid, turn it into something stupid. I really don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I have to do in order to get shit done, period. And if you want to judge me for that, I really don't give a fuck. Because one day, whether it is a month, a year, 10 years down the road, you're going to be in my position. You're going to look back and go, yeah, you know what? I shouldn't have been a dick. I always figure it out somehow. Like I said, when I wrote down the plan before I came on the live and said, hey, watch the lives or tap the screen, it was close. Everything I had was super close. Like, as long as nothing hiccuped or went crazy, I was going to be okay. I was just nervous and worrying that things were not going to turn out okay. But especially because this week I thought I was going to have to take way more money out than I did. I didn't have to. I've done well on the battles, so that's helped. As a matter of fact, the money that I had put into the plan, I've already surpassed in battles. So that already there has gotten me better. And I still have, 2 or 3 weeks before it even happens. So I'm going to figure it out. And all I ever asked for was to watch the lives or tap the screen. And if anybody wants to turn that into something, whatever, to be assholes, then turn it into it. Whatever you want to do, whatever's going to make you sleep at night. And I hope reflective spell here. Not, whatever, but just know that whatever you put out there comes back. So if you want to get on me for whatever, just remember that when it comes back to you of how you got on me for handling my situation. Period. You can judge me all you want. That's what you're going to do any fucking way. Everything I do, you judge. Doesn't matter what I do, you judge. So fuck it. I want to live my best life. I'm going to do what I need to do. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, what I'm doing, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to do what I got to do. I have animals that I got to make sure eat. I don't really care about me. I'll eat ramen for 3 weeks. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter to me. But I'm going to make sure that my responsibilities are taken care of. And yes, I've had people, well, why don't you get a job? I've explained that 6 dozen times. And if you don't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. I have one here. This is what I'm doing. I can't do a whole lot. I can't work outside the house, and all the at-home jobs fucking suck. My friend just got scammed on a work-home job. She just got scammed literally this morning on an at-home job. I do this. All I'm asking for is come watch a live. It's not that hard. Do what you've been doing. Exactly, Minda. I understand that. I'm doing the best I can. So far, my plan's going okay. So far. Shit can happen, and I reserve the right for shit to happen. But as it stands right now, it looks like it's going to be okay. Not great, not perfect, but not earth-shatteringly terrifying. And that's all I'm looking for, is not earth-shattering terrifying. He's already this week, and apparently Monday is working. So right there, we are already getting back into a schedule of, thank God, he's going back to 6 days. So right there is helping. I have a secret and I can't say it. And it sucks. You'll find out tomorrow, though. I have a secret that I can't tell till tomorrow. I don't want to give anything away, but I have a secret for tomorrow. And I don't like, I want to say that I have a secret, but I can't say the secret till tomorrow. I've done really well at keeping it quiet as of right now. So tomorrow I can actually say what it is. No, ma'am. I will not. I will do it tomorrow. Nope. Tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. You'll see. Just know there'll be a cute story tomorrow. It is actually tomorrow, but I have to wait for something. But there will be a cute story tomorrow. Hopefully, if everything goes correctly, there should be a cute story tomorrow night. Just a cute little story. Yes, there should be a cute story tomorrow. Nope. Can't do it. Sworn to secrecy. Like, no, like literally like the next live. Like the next live. Like literally tomorrow. Yeah. It'll literally be the next live. It's nothing earth-shattering. It's just a cute story, and I can't tell the cute story till tomorrow. Because it hasn't happened yet. It'll happen tomorrow. And I got to see how it works out. So there'll be a cute story tomorrow. Ooh, you got the star field. Sworn by whom? Myself. Sworn by myself. I'm sworn by you. I'm sworn by Bubbles. Bubbles did it. I don't know what to tell you. It's all Bubbles' fault. Blame Bubbles. Blame Bubbles. It's all Bubbles' fault. Oh, by the way, Crystal's not here, but Bubbles had a birthday yesterday. And I tried to go live for her yesterday and she fell asleep. She said, I just want you to go live. And I went to go live and I messaged her and I said, are you awake? And she messages me like 3 hours later. She's like, I fell asleep. I can't go live for you if you're asleep. But I guess you had a pretty good birthday, you said? I saw in messages that you had a pretty good birthday. You got some good stuff and you had a good birthday, so that's good. I know that Crystal had a good birthday too. She got all of her diamond painting stuff. She loves diamond painting. So I was happy for her. She got a bunch of diamond painting. Oh, allergic to amoxicillin. So be careful with that. Okay, so be careful with anything penicillin then. And even now, my mom was allergic. My mom ended up being allergic to penicillin after she was pregnant with me. She was fine before that. Kind of like the strawberry allergy. Anyway. And she couldn't take amoxicillin, but she could take Keflex, which is a cousin. So that was weird. You're allergic to every what happens if you get sick? How can you be allergic to every antibiotic? Miss, check your messages. So that tank back there is completely full and it is still running loud. It's driving me crazy. Double ear infection, got amoxicillin. Yeah, I'm allergic to Bactrim. I'm allergic to sulfa drugs. Put me in the hospital with thrombocytopenia. My platelets were literally at like 0. Like they had to keep me in 4 days just so they could get my platelets up. Did not see that. I had no idea. I didn't even feel that bad. I went in for a kidney infection. They gave me Bactrim. They asked me if I was allergic. I said no, didn't think I was. They gave me Bactrim. I didn't feel like the kidney infection was getting any better. I went in to have the kidney infection checked and he was like, go to the ER. And I'm like, why? He's like, go to the ER. And I'm like, I've never been to the ER. What's wrong? He's like, go to the ER. And I'm like, so I get there and I went through 6 bags of saline solution before I could even pee. Because I was super dehydrated. They stuck me in like 15 different places. I ended up with a IV right here. And I was in there for 4 days and they came in on like day 1, day 2, and they're like, your platelets are gone. And I was like, and it turns out one of the rare side effects of Bactrim is thrombocytopenia. And so it took a couple days for the platelets to kind of come back up and then they let me out. And that's why the kidney infection wasn't getting any better because the Bactrim wasn't working. So they had to treat me for the kidney infection and the Bactrim. They had me on the surgical floor because they thought it was a kidney stone. And it wasn't kidney stones. It was just the fact that the Bactrim wasn't working because my body was allergic to it. Yeah, my platelets just tanked. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. But yeah, it's a rare side effect. It's just called thrombocytopenia. And I didn't even feel that bad. Like, if I wouldn't have went to the doctor, like I only went there because I thought my kidney infection wasn't going. And my I was like, this kidney infection. I'd gotten like 6 kidney infections that year. They actually were going to put me on long-standing microdontin because like I just kept like I wasn't getting just like UTIs or bladder infections. I was getting kidney infections, and they couldn't figure out why. They were doing all sorts of stuff trying to figure out why my kidneys are so fucked up. And so I went in. I'm like, okay, this kidney infection's not going away, and so that happened. And then I think I got like 1 or 2 after that. They go to put me on the microdontin, and all of a sudden I just stopped getting them. I don't even know if I took the microdontin, but they just all of a sudden I stopped getting them. It was bizarre. Yeah, you hear like no platelets and you're like, what? Yeah, they were like they always have like the infectious disease doctor come in, and I'm like, why are you here? And she's just like, you have no platelets. And I was like, I didn't even feel that bad, dude. I felt like a normal kidney infection. I didn't feel, but that day when I went into the doctor, what happened was he pushed on my stomach, and he didn't like how he felt when he pushed on my stomach. And I was like, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, what's wrong? And he's like, you need to go to the ER. And by the time I got to the ER, the only thing that was strange was I was literally striped like a freaking watermelon. I've never seen nothing like it. It was like red, white, red, right, red, right. And I don't know what that caused or why it did it. But for some reason, when I got to the ER, my face was striped. And then they gave me a bunch of the saline solution because I was so dehydrated. It was unreal. I was so dehydrated. And then they got my hydration up, and I was feeling, better. And then they started me. I don't even know what antibiotic they put me on, actually, but they gave me shots of antibiotic. They gave me intravenous antibiotic, or I think they just gave me intravenous antibiotic. Did they give me a shot? I don't remember. But yeah, it was something else. And I was in the hospital when that case that I talk about, the little girl who was buried alive. I was in the hospital when that was happening, and I was watching My Town on Nancy Grace, because that was going on while I was at the hospital. And so that's one of the things I remember was watching the case from the hospital bed when everything was going on. Yeah. They still never found her. Still have never found the person who did it. Every X amount of years they'll do like another story or whatever, but they still have never found who did it. See, I know a lot of people with diverticulitis. I have a couple family members that have it, and that would suck because I know 2 of the major things they don't want you to eat with diverticulitis is strawberries and popcorn. And that would suck. Number 1, I love popcorn. Number 2, I love strawberries. Diverticulitis really hates strawberries because of the seeds. How do I explain it? It has to do with how your body processes food. And it doesn't like your like colon area doesn't like sharp pointy objects. And basically what happens is it kind of like gets inflamed. Hold on, I'll try to look it up to where maybe it will explain it better than I am. It's an inflammation of a section of small pouches in the digestive tract. And it is there's like flare-ups and stuff. Yeah, anything with seeds, sesame seeds, strawberry the seeds, whatever. I'm lucky I don't have it yet, apparently, because I'm obese, I smoke, I don't eat very high fiber food. I don't eat a lot of red meat. I don't drink any alcohol. Lack of exercise, I'm not doing real great there, but I'm doing better. Low vitamin D levels. Using NSAIDs, like I'm like right on, like I wouldn't be shocked if I end up getting it. Damn. but it is an infection of one or more of the I can never say this word correctly. I'm just going to say that right now. And it is thought an infection develops when a hard piece of stool or undigested food gets trapped in one of the pouches, and then it like gets inflamed, and then there's a lot of pain. So for her, the only thing that triggers it is sesame seeds and poppy seeds. Yeah, it's basically seeds. It's a lot of seeds, a lot of and pointy, just like pointy small things. It gets stuck, and then I have like 2 or 3 family members that have it, and it's really painful. And a lot of times you end up in the hospital. Yeah, a lot of times you end up in the hospital. So yeah, if I ever get really bad stomach pains, I'm gonna go and be checked for that because apparently I'm just checking the fucking list. I'm only missing 4 things. Like I will literally, I'm gonna have to go to as soon as I'm be like, okay, I have a feeling what this could be. Like my friend, she messaged our chat last night, and she's like, she told about this thing that she had in her leg. And I'm like, well, that sounds like one of 2 things. I said, it either sounds like you have a blood clot. I said, is there like a hot raised spot anywhere on your leg? She's like, no. It got really hot and then it got really cold. And I said, well, it's either a blood clot and go get a D-dimer test. I said, or with it going cold, I'm pretty sure you pinched a nerve. So she went to the ER and she pinched a nerve. As soon as she said it went cold, I figured it was a pinched nerve. So yeah. If you feel a flare up coming, you call a doctor and get on antibiotics. I will. Is it in real bow syndrome? I don't know what you're trying to say, honey. Yeah, anything that's, seedish. I don't think like cucumber seeds do it though, because those are like really thin and not hard and whatever. It's basically like the harder seeds. But this same friend, funnily enough, this friend, she puts a picture into our chat, and her side of her face is drooping. But she's cognizant. She's completely cognizant. She's okay, but she's like, my face. And I took one look at her. I'm like, go to the ER. That is Bell's palsy. And she's like, oh, I have family members who have Bell palsy. I was like, you'll. I said, first of all, I said, see if it gets worse. I said, are you good cognitively? Like, is everything? She's like, I'm good. She's like, I just, my face. And I said, go to the ER. I said, you have Bell's palsy. I said, I've seen it before. That is definitely Bell's palsy. And she had Bell's palsy, and luckily it ended up going away, and now she's got a pinched nerve. I'm like, and this girl has like all the bad luck in the world, and I'm not saying her name, and I'm not outing her or whatever, but it's a good friend of mine, and this poor girl cannot catch a break. There is a part of her body breaking off of her body literally every week. She has the worst luck on the planet. She just keeps getting all of this stuff, and I'm like, I almost expect about every 10 days, like I'm like, all right, go to the ER. You are not doing okay. Something having to do with your bowels, that's embarrassing to say. Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, we all have them. So, I mean, when there's an issue, you got to get it done, even if it feels silly to say. Hey, Darlene, how are you doing? Tomato seeds? I don't think tomato, because I think those are real soft too. Tomato seeds, cucumber seeds. Hey, who's even out there? Oh, it must be Riley. She does. Like the poor girl cannot catch a break. She cannot catch a break. After this last time, I'm like, will you please just text me when something happens? Like, text me and let me help you walk through this. Everything she's had, I've called it. Every time she has something, I call it. She goes to the ER, and I'm right anyway. So you just watch Mike Tyson lose. Who was he fighting, anyways? Was that Jake Paul, young, one of the Pauls? It is. No, but the one for the 1 o'clock barking hour is asleep currently. He's asleep currently. He lost to him. How? What? Just because he's old? You think he lost because he's old? How did Mike Tyson lose to that idiot? Oh my God. Which Paul was it anyway? It's Mike Tyson. Jake Paul? There's two of them. What's the other one? There's two Paul brothers. There's Jake and somebody else. Old man strength. Yeah, I kept seeing when I was scrolling, I kept seeing where I guess he walked up on stage and popped the other guy in the face. Logan. Yeah. One of them was a big TikTok guy. He had blonde hair. I don't remember which one he was. Oh, man. He was something else. But yeah, I must have seen the clip like 17 times from 17 different viewpoints. I guess they all walked up on the stage together and Mike clocked him in the face. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't stand watching him. He's too slapstick for me. Mike held back. Why? He's the guy who bit somebody's ear off. He's an old champion. Like he should have wiped the floor with him. He should have wiped the floor with him. Even in old age, dude. Like he should have been able to do it like just going like this. Like he should have closed his eyes and been able to do it. I mean, Mike Tyson has, made a huge name for himself in boxing for decades. And that dude's, Oh, was the one he went to Japan? He went to Japan and showed a body in the body forest. Yeah, I mean, he ate somebody's ear, dude. How old is he now? He's in his 60s. No doubt. He's got to be in his 60s. We will look in case somebody doesn't know. Because I know he's, I know how old I am. So, Mike Tyson age. He's 58. He is younger than I thought. He's only 16 years older than me. He's only 16 years older than me. I did not know that. I thought he was like 20, 25 years older than me. Well, 50, and he got beat at 58? He got beat? I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I feel like he could have done it, dude. 27 to 58. Yeah, but he bit somebody's ear off, dude. He should just bit his ear off. He should have. He should have, man. Audra, you're older than 58? I always thought you were like 55. I didn't know you were older than 55. I know you've been around for years, and so maybe I think basically I learned somebody's age when I first meet them, and then they just never age. Yeah, because I remember you were 56. I lied. I remember you were 56. We talked about it once, but I think I guess it was a couple years ago. Oh, you're 57. Okay. Well, he's 58, so he's older than you. Yeah, but I can't imagine him throwing it. It's Mike Tyson. He's cocky. You think it was rigged? Hold on. Let's Google why did he lose? Let's see what people think. Why did Mike Tyson lose? Hold on. Oh, I did put it to Hollywood. Lose to Jake Paul. Okay. Okay, so he didn't lose bad. He didn't lose bad. Okay, so 80-72, 79-73, and 79-73. So it says Tyson 58 tried to push the pace of the opening round, but Paul's youth and speed advantages quickly became evident as he peppered the former heavyweight champion with shots from a distance and his activity level started to wane. So basically, he gassed out. Yeah, he bit Holyfield. Mike Tyson loses to Jake Paul by unanimous decision. He managed to wear down the former undisputed. He's undisputed. Like what? With more decisive strikes. He eventually went down. Hold on, let's open it up. He eventually went down with the official score 78-74. Who recorded the then Paul recorded the 11th win in his professional boxing career. And Tyson said he's a very good fighter. He absolutely deserves respect. They didn't, I mean, it was a close thing. It was 78-74. So it wasn't like, you know, they were 31 years apart. The largest in professional boxing history, surpassing the 24-year gap between Archie Moore and Mike DeBiase during 1963. So this was the biggest age gap that has ever happened in boxing history. Hi, Dragonfly Lady. How are you? Did he go to jail for the ear thing? Let's look. Don't you love our Google sessions? Did Tyson go to, I don't think he did, go to jail for biting ear? I don't think so. He just got made into a lot of memes. He did not go to jail. He was disqualified, fined $3 million, and banned for 18 months. His license was later reinstated on appeal. They became close friends after they both retired from boxing. In 2009, he apologized on the Oprah Winfrey Show, and Hollywood forgave him. And in 2022, they collaborated to create edible cannabis sweets in the shape of Holyfield's ear. That's a lovely story, and I love how it ended. I think that's great. So he got fined a whole lot of money. He got banned. And then they became buddies and made a treat that was shaped like an ear. Like, why not? Why not? I think that's great. They forgave each other. They became buddies. They had a business venture. Like, that is how beef should go. You realize that you should just walk away, move on, and make sweet treats in the shapes of ears. Why not? Yeah, and one, I mean, it was it was 78-74 though. I mean, it's not like he's curb stomped him. It wasn't 78-45. I mean, it was I guess apparently a pretty fairly close, and they just decided that, you know, Paul won. I mean, could it be set up? Yeah, I mean, because that's gonna help launch Paul a lot more to be an undisputed heavyweight champion that has been known for decades, since before he was even born. Tyson's been around a hot fucking minute. So let's see. Jake Paul, hold on. We're going to do it this way. It's a lot easier math-wise. Jake Paul, born. He was born in 1997. Mike Tyson started career what year? In 1985. Mike Tyson has been a boxer longer than Jake Paul has been on the planet by 12 years. So, he bit a part of his ear off. Like, he didn't rip the whole ear off, but he like bit the lobe, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he made his professional boxing debut at the age of 18 in 1985. He won his first 19 fights by knockout, 16 of them in the first round, and became the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history in 1986 when he KO'd title holder Trevor Berbick. He knocked out Hector Mercedes in the first round of his very first fight. So he started professionally boxing in 1985, and Jake Paul was born in 1997. So he's been boxing longer than that dude's been on the planet. What don't think I'd be good with finances either if I had to pay a $3 million fine for eating somebody's ear. Pretty sure that's going to put a hamper in my finances. Just a little. But maybe he made some back with those cannabis treats. Maybe. He could have thrown it, because here's the deal. Mike has nothing to lose. They could totally have been some type of setup, because he's got nothing to lose. He's done. He doesn't care. He's already been an undisputed heavyweight champion. He lives in infamy. So is he really going to care if he sets some other guy up to be a pro? Probably not. It could have been set up for, I have no idea. You'd think, because technically that's assault. You'd think that, I don't know, something would have been charged on him for, taking off somebody's body part. But I'm sure they must have figured out somewhere. I still can't believe he did that. He doesn't have anything to lose at this point. Like, he's done his round. He's made his name. So, could he have helped Jake Paul? Like, maybe. I don't know. I don't follow boxing, but I feel like that's the type of person I am. Like, if I was infamous in something, I was so good, I was like the champ, and I'm done with it, why not help somebody else out? You know what I mean? He didn't move like Mike. Mike didn't move like Mike. Maybe he's having a bad day. Maybe he had arthritis. Who knows? Oh my God. So it's not a pinched nerve. See, I said something about what did I message you? Venous something? Stenosis of the superficial femoral arteries. You don't fuck with those. And they are referring you to vascular surgery. How did you find that out? Because when you left, it was a pinched nerve. When you left, it was a pinched nerve. What the fuck happened that you found out it was stenosis of a superficial femoral artery? That's a lot of big words. How does it go from pinched nerve to femoral? I wouldn't have even figured that out. That is out of my medical expertise in every way, shape, and form. I would have had no idea about that. You didn't feel quite right, so you went to have a second opinion at a different hospital. Ooh, smart. See, I figured with it going cold, the pinched nerve. See, but I can't say nothing because I said pinched nerve and that ER did too. So I was on the right track-ish, according to them. But I'm glad you got a definitive diagnostic and that they caught something, I'm really glad that they caught it. Oh, they did an ultrasound. See, why didn't the other one do an ultrasound? You think they would have done an ultrasound? I figured they did an ultrasound when you said that. Quit it. They didn't do a CT, ultrasound, nothing. They just were like pinched nerve and just sent you home. I figured they at least did something to make it. Like, I was just going off of what you said. Apparently, they just went off of what you said, too, and didn't even do any tests. I figured they would at least done something. Even if they did that needle test. They wanted to do that needle test on me. I said, no way. I can't remember what the name of it is, but where they stick the needles in you. I'm good. How quick do you have to have the surgery? The other doctor thought you was drugs. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's perfect. You were in and out of the other ER, the first one, in like 30 to 45 minutes. Well, that probably should have told you. I'm glad you went to a second opinion, though. So when do you have to go have a surgery? Yeah, we were just talking about you, actually. We were talking about the whole leg thing. I didn't say your name or anything because I didn't know if you were coming in. And then I was talking about how you had the Bell's palsy and about how you can't catch a break for shit. Like, with all the other like infections and everything you're having, like you are not catching a break anywhere in medical issues. Like, you were just having, I said, literally, it's at this point, like every 10 days, I'm just waiting for this body part is falling off, but every 10 days there's some huge catastrophe. Like, you are falling apart, dude. You're so far behind in what? Well, I'm glad that they figured it out because that could have got scary, That could have definitely got scary because femoral artery, you don't fuck with the femoral artery. That's one of the easiest ways. If you're ever being attacked, get them in the femoral artery, they'll bleed out. So if you're having stenosis in that, that's going to cut the blood flow, which is why it went cold. That's why it went cold, because it's cutting the blood flow. Your year has been awful. You have gotten one shit storm after another. This has not been your year. Like, I am sure you are waiting for 2025. I personally am waiting for 2029, but then again, there's that whole asteroid thing. So, like, I'm living the next, like, 6 years in terror at this point. Hello. I think it was moved to 2036, I think. I guess the one in 2029 is not supposed to hit us now. I feel like that'd be the coup de grace, though. Like, survive, 4 years of Trump only to get hit by an asteroid. I feel like that would be what would culminate at that point. Yeah, I didn't mention the strip throat. I didn't mention the strip throat 6 times, but I was thinking it. I didn't remember how many times you had it. So yeah, you've had the strip 6 times, Bell's palsy. You had I don't remember the tooth removed. I don't remember the tooth removed. And now your artery. Not to mention, plus all the stuff that's happening in your personal life. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't know how you haven't, like, lost it completely at this point. Honestly. I might have to go see what the hell they're doing out there. Oh my God. Can you go get, like, Medicaid or something? I know that you're not doing great. Couldn't you get Medicaid? You could get Medicaid, couldn't you? I know you're not, like I said, personal life and everything. I know you're kind of fucked right now. You should be able to go get Medicaid. Have you tried to get Medicaid? Dude, just tell me you make payments. Just tell me you'll make payments, I guess. Last time I had to have surgery was 2019. I was in Kentucky in 2017. Last time I had to have surgery was 2019 when I had all them organs hauled onto me. Been live for an hour and 22 minutes and I still have internet. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Well, I feel like you should be allowed to vent though, Allie. Elena, I feel like you should be able to vent. I mean, that's not nice. Yes, literally people are like everybody's like one medical emergency away from like destitution. It's terrifying, to be honest. It's not even, it was literally on my login screen. Why is it singing? That was weird. Oh, we think that he's where he belongs and he's going to stay where he belongs. Well, I mean, it's hard when it's an in-law. I've not had a whole like I've had ins and outs with my in-laws for 25 years. So it can get to be a lot. Eventually ended up culminating into the mess that it is now. Where we talked to part of his family and not another part of his family. So eventually things hit a head and it can explode, which is what happened in our case. We'd already had issues with his dad, for years on and off. And then this was just like the last straw. So it just depends. I mean, I've had problems with his mom. I've done where I've not talked to his mom for a year or two at a time. Me and his mom get along really well until we really, really don't. And so we just had another issue, not even, what was it? 8 months ago. We had a big issue 8 months ago. We all do have a right to boundaries, and people just don't understand that. Hold on, I'm going to go strangle these dogs. Kira, knock it off. Sydney, knock it off. Stop trying to eat your sister. Stop bugging your sister. No. Goodbye. You'd think she'd learn. You'd think she would learn. Sydney is literally driving Kira nuts. Kira's growling at her. She's not getting the clue. And I just sat down there doing it again. Literally, I sat down and I can hear them going at it again. You wish she would try to reach out to try to solve things with you? Well, I mean, you could try to reach out to her, but I don't know how well that's going to go over. Unfortunately, there's people that just will never do the right thing. Unfortunately. That's what a lot of people just won't do the right thing. And unfortunately, that sucks. Then you just got to decide, where are you with it? Are you going to allow that type of behavior? Are you not going to allow that type of behavior? Type deal. So it just depends, basically. It is November 15th. I'm not putting the dogs in my room. Nope, they can go out there and do whatever. They're not hurting each other. She's just being annoying. Sydney's annoying her. She's annoying Sydney. They can annoy each other. That's fine. I'm not putting them in here to annoy me. So they're fine. They're out there doing their dog thing. They'll be okay. Nobody's getting hurt or anything. As long as if that happens, I'm gonna end up throwing them all outside. I don't know why Sydney's up her butt, but she is. So you reached out before. She just told me, I'm sorry to get me to keep talking, and then twisted my words. Well, sometimes you just can't reason sometimes, Unfortunately, just some people it's just not going to work, which sucks. My hands are cold. So, Bubbles, I am waiting until everything gets here. I'm actually going to probably go check the PO tomorrow. And I'm waiting till everything gets here, and then I'm going to do an unboxing video. I have everything sitting, waiting. And then when everything gets here, I'm going to do an unboxing video. They already broke the stuff from whatever. I got 2 boxes. I got 1 box yesterday, 1 box today. And then what am I supposed to be doing for the PO box? Is it like one is there and one's coming on Monday or something? Is that what you said? And then you said there's another one coming even after that or something? Did I read it right? Like there's one there, there's one coming in a couple days, and then one of them's like farther out. Did I read that correctly? That they're breaking everything into like one shipment. You've only met her twice. Well, I mean, as long as he inherited it, it's his. So, I mean, she can't really steal it. I mean, if he's got deeds or anything like that. What if I don't like it? I got it right. Well, you picked it out. It doesn't matter if I like it. It's a thought that counts. I'm sure whatever you picked is fine. I'm sure whatever you did is great. I think I'm gonna take him to work tomorrow because that way I can go. I gotta go to the store. I gotta go to the pet store. I gotta go get the groceries. I want to go to the bank. I can go to the PO box. I can go to the gym. So if I keep the car tomorrow, I have not left the house almost at all, like 3 days or 4 days. I don't even know. I remember the last time I left the house, but time is a blur. But that way I can get some stuff done. So I'm getting him up. Oh shit. I can't remember if I'm getting him up 4:30 or 5 or 5:30. Fuck. I'll go in at 4:30 and just ask him. I'll just go in because he ended up bumping it because while I was battling, he was still awake. So when I got off the battles, I opened up the door to look to see if he was asleep because he had just sent me something and the room was dark. So I go to shut the door and he's like, bah! And tried to scare me. So I was like, what time do you want up? And he moved it. And I can't remember. I think he said 5:30. But I'm going to go in at 4:30 just to make sure. But I think he said 5:30. But I don't want to be wrong. So I'll go in at 4:30 and then I'll come in at 5:30. So, and I'll just take him. And I don't know how I'm going to do everything because if I take him for that six, this isn't going to go well. Because if I take him to work and I get up to the gym and I'm at the gym and I really slow the gym down, then I can go back, hopefully, to the store. And then when I leave the store, I can go to the bank. And then when I pick him up, I'll get the groceries and stop at the pet store. Well, if she forges his signature, she's going to go to jail. So you're clocking into work right now? Oh, my goodness. You got 6 hours of OT? Woo woo. Yeah. You married him, not her. So, I mean, just try to avoid her. That's what I always did. Whenever his family drove me nuts, I just avoided them. I would just not deal with it. Because, see, his family, the family he came from, a lot of it, most of it, 90% of it, is super religious. So, obviously, they have an issue with me. And I just don't put up with it, essentially. I know, Miss over here getting that bag. Already got 6 hours of OT. Hey, why not, though? I know my other friend, Tia. So Tia messages me. She's like at like 12:30. She's like, "Are you up?" I get up at I get up later in the day. I'm like, "What's up?" She's like, "Well, I was on my break and I wanted to talk to you, and it sucks now that we have different schedules." And I'm like, "I'm sorry." I'm like, "That's what happens when you start being an adult, and I'm a houseplant." So she's been so busy working. Like you guys have seen her, she's not been around. Oh, they're ridiculous. One of my favorite things that his dad ever did. This is one of my favorite things. I'm 19 years old. 19, hold on. I'm 19, 20, 20. Hold on. What was I? I was 20. No, hold on. I was 23. Well, were we? Okay, we got married 6 years in. So it's probably about 4 years in. So I'm about 20, 21 years old. And He's putting pressure on us. He's like, you can't live together if you're not married. You can't live together if you're not married. You can't live together if you're not married. And I was like, at that point, my husband was not good at keeping a job. Before he became a truck driver, he just he was a dumb kid. He was a 20-year-old dumb kid, and he just went job to job to job. He always had a job or two, but he'd quit them. He'd find one and he'd quit, whatever. So he didn't have stability. And I was footing most of our life, you know. The first few years that we were together, I paid for everything between either I worked or I had, you know, my settlement. So, I looked at him and I said, "So, if he's not going to pay the bills," I said, "Are you going to pay the bills?" I said, "Because I'm not marrying somebody who can't even hold their own, let alone provide." I said, "So, if you want me to marry your son just so I can live with them, are you paying my bills?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Then shut the fuck up." Like, that's not how it works. And then, of course, his dad, you know, his dad was not exactly super in marriages. So, and then, you know, it got frustrating because he's like on his third marriage. And I'm like, "Did you read your Bible? You want to shove your Bible down my throat. Did you read anything? Did you read anything in there that affects you? Because you like to shove your shit down my throat. I think you need to read it." He likes to cherry pick, and that's it. That's what irritates me. Like his mom lives the Bible. So like I respect when she does this. I let her do this because she lives it. So when she's trying to cram her shit down my throat, I I respect her enough to not, you know, try to whatever back because she lives the word. So I got zero problem with that. If you're going to live the word and you want other people to live the word, is it annoying? Yes. But it's easier to deal with because you're actually doing what you want other people to do. His dad, not so much. And he wants to shove the Bible at us for the answer for everything. And I'm like, bro, have you read it recently? I don't think so. I don't think you have because you're not acting very Bible-y. So you don't get to say anything about anything. You know, he is I've thrown him out of my house for making comments about gay people. I've lost in my mind over the fact that he can be racist. Like I'm like, no, that's not we're not playing this game. So we were like 5 steps away from cutting off communications as it was. This was the last fucking step and we were done. And his dad's tried to like add him on social media. He won't. His dad's tried to text him. He won't. He will not pick up a phone. He will not answer a message. He will nothing. He wants nothing to do with his dad because of all the shit that's going on. He's like, I'm done. I've had it. This has been going on for years. It just culminates and culminates and culminates, and I'm done. And I can't even blame him. This has been going on for years and years and years. And this was the unforgivable thing that he did. So he was done. I was there for it. I'm like, I was like, I support you, whatever you want to do. He's like, I'm done. I'm done with the family. I'm out. I've had it. He's like, I'm changing my name. I'm done. He goes, I don't even want to be related. He was like, are you going to do it with me? And I was like, yeah. So I was like, really? I was like, you're going to change your name to get away from your family. And you want me to keep your family's name? No, that is not happening. So unfortunately, that's why I had to end up getting the second name change because he was like, he was done and he wanted to change his last name. And he's like, so are you going to change it with me? And I'm like, kind of have to. I'm not going to have your family's last name. And you're not going to have your family's last name. I don't even like half your family. Why would I keep the same last name? That makes no sense. Plus, I got to get away from other people who had the last name, which was a huge yes for me. Huge yes for me. So we just chose a new one and fixed it. That one was all his choice. I did mine and changed my first name and my middle name to what I wanted when I got down here. But what am I supposed to do? He's like, I've had it. I'm done. I'm walking away, and I'm just supposed to sit there and not have the same name as my husband. That's not going to happen. So I got roped into that one because I didn't. Well, I'm not gonna keep his family's last name that he's trying to get away from. So I followed suit. Yep, same as the first name. He changed his first name, his middle name, his last name. He changed all of it. I changed my middle name and my last name. The first time I changed my first name and my middle name. You can change it anything you want. You can change any, even last names. You can just literally, I could be like Flower Pot, and you can change your last name to Flower Pot. It doesn't matter. You can do it to whatever you want. Well, that's because that's what she did, Elena. People like to do that. So if that's what she did, she thought you were going to do it because she did it. I had a friend like that who would always say that, my husband works, my husband works over the road. He's got to be, unfaithful or whatever. Because she did not know how to she's never known how to stay faithful as long as I've known her. So she thought it was acceptable to just think everybody was like that because she was like that. Is it expensive? It depends on the state you're in. When the whole reason I didn't change it in Michigan, number one, my mom was alive. But number two, it's a much harder, expensive process in Michigan. Kentucky doesn't really care. They don't even care if you just go by an alias. But I wanted everything to be official across the board. My social security card, my driver's license. So Kentucky is easy as shit. It's $83.50 to change your name. And my first one, it was like a minute and a half long court. I went up, blah, blah, blah. It was done. It takes about 2 minutes, literally. You go into a court. They say, are you doing this for whatever reason? You say no. They say, okay, fine. Follow them out to get your documents. It's a pain in the ass, though. We're still trying. Matter of fact, last week, we were still fixing something with our names on it that didn't get fixed correctly. I put in all the paperwork, and apparently they told me the wrong paperwork, and I went to check. This was back in April, and I don't know why, but I felt the need to call and find out. And they're like, yeah, no. So we just turned all the paperwork in again, like last week. So. Do I ever hear anyone say my birth name and still turn around thinking they're talking to me? I have. One time I went into a live. I got as soon as I got on the live, somebody was like, "Hey, Stacy," and I was like, but they weren't talking to me. But it was weird, so I was like, "Wait, what?" But that's happened, but very, very rarely. Very rarely. I mean, it's not like I had a unique name, but I didn't have a super, super, super common name. I had a common name, but it wasn't like Amanda or Jennifer. So it's not something that you hear all the time anyway. So I've not really had that really ever happen other than it happened last week on a live, but that was about it. It is 1:38. Do you know where your children are? Well, good night, Audra. My feet are cold. My hands are cold. Yay. It's okay, Elena. That's what we're here for. We just sit here and bullshit, so why not help somebody out? We're literally talking about shit that doesn't matter right now. So I'm pretty sure your situation trumps anything we're talking about right now. You got me on TV, so it picked up what I said. Gotcha. I want to stick my feet in the dryer. I do. I want to stick my feet in the dryer. I kind of feel like when I get off here of like taking a really hot shower and then watching some challenge. Probably. We'll see. Depends. Maybe I can just get my feet warm with some socks. Doubtful. Doubtful. My toes are always in this constant state of freezing. I should probably log into my game is what I should do. I don't want to have it to where I end up losing my house if it ends up shorting out and I can't pay for it for a few weeks. If you don't log in after 45 days, they will eat your house, which was $4 million, and I don't want that. So you're starving. I have a little bit of dinner left if I decide that I'm hungry. You eloped? Yeah, we had a good wedding day. Our wedding day was good. I wouldn't change it. We had a good wedding day. Everybody that was important was there. I liked our ceremony. Everybody that we wanted to show up showed up. It was cheap. So we don't have any snacks. Like I had popcorn. That's it. You're eating bourbon barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese pizza. That is a lot of information. A bourbon barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese pizza. You had me until pizza. Right as she says it. You had me till pizza. That's exact. I was like, you had me till pizza. It sounded good until pizza. You'll send us a pic? Oh, that's okay. So my husband he was sending me all these reels, right? And he sent me this one of like Gen X or Gen Z versus Gen X music. And it was like all these songs and then like counterparts of like songs that came before them in like the 80s, whatever. And there was a bunch of songs I did not know. I was shocked. Well, anyways, one of them was Antihero by Taylor Swift. So I go into the room to find out if he's asleep. And I walked in and I was like, man, I didn't know a lot of those songs. He's like, I didn't either. Isn't that strange? And I was like, super strange. My alarm goes off and it was Antihero. And I was like, I couldn't have timed that better, dude. We started dying. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that was so funny. No, you had me till pizza. Like I was all for it. I'm like bourbon barbecue pulled pork with macaroni and cheese. Hell yeah, that's right up my alley. But then you said pizza. And then I was like, I'm out. She put a pic in group chat. Let's see. Hairball. Okay, that doesn't look bad though. Bubbles, but it's on pizza. But it's good. they're it don't look bad actually. Look, it don't look bad. Hold on. That doesn't look awful. Like I would try it, I think. I would try it. For me, it's the noodles. The noodles on the pizza. Like I don't know how I'd feel with noodles on pizza. Like the barbecue pork, like I could try that. Like that doesn't sound awful. Chicken sounds way worse on a pizza. But like it's the noodles. I feel like the noodles on the pizza is too much. But like you never know. Oh, he sent me a bunch more. Well, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm gonna be. Bitch sends me like 15 videos. This is why motherfucker don't sleep. Yeah, I'm plain. Okay, so if I go to Pizza Hut, I get a pan with just cheese. When I go to Pizza Hut, I only want a cheese pizza, just a pan cheese pizza. That's all I want. Now, if I go to like Little Caesars, bacon, onion, and mushroom. Now, if I go to like another place, like the place in town that'll let you do whatever you want, then I get a BLT. You're gonna bring me some of this pizza one day? You should. I'll try it. If you bring it, I will try it. The butters. The butters. The booties. The booties. He's a butters. He is. He's a butters. He's a butters. He the cutest butter that ever buttered. He's a butter biscuit. He is. He's a biscuit. Yes, he is. He's so cute. You're definitely saying something in the ban list. No, he stopped sending stuff finally. I went in there and I'm like, go to bed. So he went to bed. You got a free Little Caesars doing Uber Eats the other night? Nice. I had Little Caesars like last week. I would love a cheese Pizza Hut pizza though. I go in between the two. Like I'll get a cheese and then I'll get not cheese. Then I'll get cheese and then I'll get not cheese. I didn't eat pizza for like 2 years once. Same with pumpkin pie. I wouldn't eat pumpkin pie. I didn't eat pumpkin pie for a few years. I didn't eat pizza for a few years, and I didn't eat watermelon for a few years. I got in these phases where I wouldn't eat stuff. He's a butters. He's a butters. He's a yes. He's so pretty. He's pretty. Yes, is he pretty? He's pretty. No, I'm sorry. I keep telling her the best way to eat that pizza, but it won't show up. Let me guess. Does it involve a trash can? You didn't even know Chick-fil-A employees could be rude? Well, yeah, they're not any different from anybody else. Of course they can be rude. Just because they work at a little godly place. Didn't we just talk about this? Didn't we just talk about this? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're using my arm here as a seat, little boy. You're using my arm as a seat. What are you doing? Are you being cute? Are you being cute? Say I'm being adorable. You already ate it? So you took a picture of it before you ate it? Did you know we were going to question your pizza? Because that was a full pizza you sent a picture of and you already ate it. So you knew we were going to question the pizza. They're over friendly. Nice. Ugh. There's so many things I want to eat that don't live by me. Like I would love to have Jimmy John's. I gotta drive an hour. I would love that Panda Express. I gotta drive an hour. There's so many things I miss that I used to be able to go get like daily when I lived in Michigan. I lived like right basically I could get to any place I wanted to eat in 10 minutes. And like I can't do that here. Oh, you took a picture of it at the restaurant? What'd you do? Bring it home? It is 2 a.m. There's no restaurants open. Is there? I mean, there could be. I don't need your kisses. I don't need them. I appreciate them, but I do not want them right now. I don't. I don't want them. We have a Culver's an hour away. I have one an hour in one direction and 45 minutes in another direction. Oh, it's a bar. Okay. What is with your eyeball, dude? Culver's, I love their onion rings. They have really good onion rings. I haven't had them in like a year, but I know that Culver's has really good onion rings. Like everything's an hour away, dude. Except for like my staples. You know, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, we have those. But like everything else, we have Subways. We have a few Subways. But like everything else, it's like an hour away. Yeah, if I could, I don't know, get in a car and actually drive and not have panic attacks anymore. Butterburger. I miss Steak and Shake. We had a Steak and Shake, and now it's an hour. We had one. I could get to Steak and Shake in like 10 minutes, and now it's an hour away. I haven't had Steak and Shake in like a bajillion years now. Oh, no, we actually don't have a Staples. We actually have an Office Max, like the staple fast foods. We have a Sonic though. Um, I miss Steak and Shake. I used to get their fries were like our freaking school fries, man. I feel like I'm gonna go up there and I feel I'm gonna drive up there and get Steak and Shake one day. I never had it, and then I ended up loving it, and then COVID hit, and then it never like recuperated from COVID, and it ended up closing. Um, they opened up for a little bit, and then they closed, and now there's one an hour away. I've never had Wingstop. There's one in my hometown though. Apparently, they got a bunch of stuff after I left, like a bunch of stuff. But I've never had Wingstop. I just had Zaxby's for the first time a couple weeks ago. Um, I've had Lee's, KFC, Zaxby's, Bojangles, but I've never had Popeyes, Wingstop, and there's another one that I've never had that I can't remember. Butter. What are you doing? I think I'm gonna end up eating the rest of my dinner when I get off of here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't bite. Don't bite. Stop biting. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You can't have it. Stop it. I have a little bit of dinner left over. I could just nuke it real quick while I decide what I'm doing. Bowberry biscuits? What the hell's a bowberry biscuit? I keep talking about getting off. I know. I'm just hungry, I guess. Would you stop eating my thumb? You have to talk to him. I need him to do something this weekend. You done ruined something and now I need to fix it. It's not all your fault, but it's partially your fault. Stop it. Say, go warm up the dinner. Let's go warm it up and bring it back. Just go warm up the dinner and then you eat it here and then you'll eat. And I'll come back after you eat and you can hold me some more. I'll be right back. What are my plans for the weekend? Fixing my hermit crab cage, fixing my snake cage, cleaning up my lizard cage, basically a bunch of animal stuff. Ow. Itches, hold on. Bojangles the biscuit with blue. Oh God, no thank you. I only had Bojangles one time. And it was like, it wasn't that good. What did I do? Ryan went to go get the rest of her dinner. It's not exactly completely warm. Like, it's pretty warm, but like not quite as warm as I would have preferred. But I ain't getting up again. We have a couple Hardee's. We have 2 in town. We have 1 at a truck stop. I think that's it. Not a huge Hardee's fan, but I do like their BLT. They have a BLT on sourdough, or at least they'll make it at the truck stop. They'll make whatever my husband wants at the truck stop. He just goes in and he's like, I want blah, 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 blah. And they'll just make him whatever because they see him every day. I haven't had Lee's in a few minutes because I've had KFC instead the past few times. Arby's over the summer had a candied bacon BLT that was really good. Cookouts BLTs are really good and they're cheap. Is that supposed to say Miss or Miami's? We have a barbecue place here, but it's gotten expensive. We got a couple barbecue places here, actually, and they're all expensive. That's cool, Elena. I just finished the rest of my dinner. Right? I'm not a huge wrap fan. I like bread. So, like, wraps don't give me enough bread. Hi, ow. Your nails hurt. They grow entirely too fast, and they rip off my skin. I love you. Stop clawing me. Right? I need a sugar daddy just to eat out. I feel that. I feel that. I feel like I'd like to feel like things are going to be good. Like, well, they're going to be good. I feel like things, I'm trying to put out there into the universe that things are going to be okay. Like, I don't have this horrible sinking feeling I normally do. Excuse me. So I'd like to believe that things are going to be okay. Yet to see, because we have another, I don't know exactly what weeks it's shutting down. I think it's probably going to be the 3rd week, the 4th week, and part of the January. But it might be the 2nd week, the 3rd week, and the 4th week. But regardless, I have at least 3 weeks before it shuts down to kind of start preparing a little bit. So that makes me feel a little bit better. I'm glad they didn't just throw it on us. I'm glad that they gave us some type of heads up. That's good, Messy. That's what I'm hoping, Bubbles. I'm hoping that everything just kind of turns out and is okay. I feel like it might be. I feel like it might be. I'm hoping anyway. I'm trying to not be so scared, especially with the fact that he's for this past last week and this week, he's actually going back to 6 days, which during a five week month already helps us to begin with with extra money. So that's going to help. Now, six days during a 4 week month is just going to keep us to where we're okay, which okay is great right now. But we'll actually be able to hopefully even put aside a little bit of money to where I can get that little bit of extra groceries. Because if I take the little bit extra here and the little bit extra there and the little bit extra there, by the time he gets off, I'll have some extra to go get some extra meat. So that'll be okay. Am I telling us a secret now? No. Not yet. Not yet. But I feel like I'm hoping it'll be okay. Otherwise I'm gonna get an ulcer. 3 weeks of just I don't know would not be okay. The minute he told me, I literally took out a pen and paper and just started just doing the magic. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna work. I just want to be overly careful, overly cautious, and overly aware of the situation type deal. Like as it stands right now, like the one thing that was good for me is that I've already talked to him. Like if we go the unemployment route, which we probably will, I'll be able to actually take some of the money that I'm fucking owed that I'm going to be out because I'm the one putting all the money in for this. So it's all what I'm doing. And so I'll be able to actually get a little bit of it back, which will be nice. So I'm not, so that I'm not as bad. Because in order to make this happen, I was making it happen. And now if we do the unemployment thing, I won't have to take such a big hit. Which would be nice for me. But if not, being an adult, if you have to give things up, you give things up. But there is a chance, a 50-50 chance, that I'll be able to at least get something back that I'm putting in. So, as will he. To where it's not that we're not completely out of everything. But that's if that goes through to the point that we think it's going to go through. Because if it goes through and it's not the amount that I'm thinking, it's still going to be better, but it's not going to be to the point that I'm thinking. But I just looked it up and I know what we should be getting, which he apparently did not. He's like, well, we're only going to get blah, blah. I'm like, no. I'm like, according to what they just said, we should max out. So as long as if we max out, we'll be golden. It'll take 2 to 3 weeks to get, but what I can do is I can use the money that we have saved up. And then as the check comes back in, put it back from all the places we took from. See, either we pay it all and we're done. Or we pay it all, we get the unemployment checks, and then we put all the money back that we spent into all the places, into savings, back all the money that I put in, all the money that he put in. And then we're back on a clean slate of everything going back to where it should be without being out of the hole. But we're going to have to put the money up front, which that part's going to be a little tricky. Not awful, but I think I can do it. But then we'll be able to get that money back and put it back everywhere that we took it from. So as long as that works, we're golden. We will be golden. Um, even to a portion extent. If we kill ourselves and do the 3 weeks out of our pocket, and they give us 2/3 of it, I can still put some back in savings. I can still put some back in my pocket. I can still give him whatever, will still be better than worst case scenario. So the worst case scenario, it's tight and we're fucked, but we're okay. We're fucked, but we're okay. Does that make sense? And then second best scenario, we're fucked, but then we get some back and then we're not as fucked and we're ahead where we would have been. Best case scenario, we're fucked and we get back almost literally 90% of the money and we come out like nothing ever happened, which would be amazing. And then he goes back to his 6 days at work and we make it with by the skin of our teeth. And I'm willing to make it by the skin of our teeth, to not have to worry about the 5 days where it was like, what are we going to do? We're making it and I'm having to cut down into groceries. I'm having to cut down on whatever. When he works 6 days, we'll make it. It'll just be close. I can handle close. I can handle everything paid and close. I just can't handle, I don't know how we're going to do this. That's the part that sucks. So I'm not 1,000% how this is going to pan out yet. I have concepts of a plan. I have concepts, and we'll see. We'll see. It could be a match of any of them. It could be us being pretty fucked. It could be us being partially fucked. It could have us being not fucked at all, and that would be great. Point is, as it stands, I have fucked covered. Very painfully. I have it covered painfully. I just need you guys to watch lives and tap at the battles. Watch the lives, tap at the battles, and we'll be good. Be okay. I panicked the first day. Not gonna lie, I panicked the first day. The day that I was a couple days ago when I came on here and talked about it the first time, 2-3 days ago. I was a little panicky. When it first happened, for the first half an hour, I was panicky. By the time I got on live, I was nervous. Now I'm hesitant. I went from panicky to anxious to hesitant. So I feel like I'm stepping up in the world at this point. Yeah, I got a lot of people that are watching the lives and showing up and tapping the screen, and that helps just push stuff out. That's all I'm asking, regardless of what other people say or think. What's up, Elena? My toes aren't too cold for once. They're just cold. They're not freezing. They're just cold. I know, Miss Mesh, you're great. I can always, there's always a handful I can always count on no matter what. And I appreciate that. And then there's an armful that I can count on 90% of the time. So I'm very appreciative for that. And I think that's what bothers people, is the fact that I do have support and I do have a support system and I do have good followers. And I think it pisses people off that there's people who have my back. You turn up because your work toddler reminds you at 5 a.m. I think it bothers people when there's creators who have, good followers, faithful followers that actually give a fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I have good people. Like, I don't know what to tell you. She can go to prison for that. If they can prove that, she can go to prison. Well, yeah, and by the way, thank you to everybody recording this live because you're also helping me pay, so I appreciate that. You're helping me out too, lurkers that are videotaping this. I appreciate you. You're giving me all the ad time too, so cheers. He's not an asshole for getting me up early. He's mindful of my interests, damn it. He knows I need to be on this live. He wakes me up. He's very faithful. Look, the thing that makes me laugh the hardest is people that post what I'm saying. If I didn't want it said, I wouldn't say it on a public platform. I wouldn't leave my lives on replay. If I was so worried about what I was saying, I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't put it on live replay so other people can enjoy it later. I'm not really sure what people think they're doing when they post my content. Like, thanks, I guess. I'm not really sure. But if I didn't want something said or I had an issue with what I said, I wouldn't have said it to begin with, and I sure as hell wouldn't leave it up as a live replay. Like, I mean, I guess thanks for helping me get my word out. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of people buying followers lately. A lot of people. I don't understand it. The thing is with buying followers, though, it's kind of pointless because when you buy followers, you don't get engagement. So if I were to go to like a bot farm and buy 10 followers, it's going to increase my follower account. Yippee. But they're not going to engage with the content. They're bot accounts. So they're not going to go look at your videos. They're not going to like your posts. They're not going to comment on your stuff. So essentially what? You hired your number? I don't care about numbers. Like, I've made that abundantly clear over 3 years. A number's a number. Like, it doesn't matter to me if I have them, don't have them, whatever. It is what it is. That's exactly what she should do, is move the bank account where she doesn't have access to it. That's a good idea. Oh, that's good, Elena. That's good. I don't understand it. I am going to check on him at 4:30 just because now I'm paranoid. Well, I have it down as 5:30 in my phone. I apparently must have checked it because it says 5:30 in my phone. But I'm paranoid. So I'm going to do it at 4:30 too. And then he can just yell at me. It'll be all right. He'll go back to sleep. I'll just go in and be like, did you say 5 and 5:30? He'll be like, ah! And I'll be like, all right, cool. And I'll just leave. I'd rather wake him up, have him pissed off for 2 seconds to get the right answer than to not do it and have him get up late. You know what I mean? So I'm used to it. So it doesn't matter. He won't remember anyway. Yesterday, I went into his room and he asked me if I was bristles. He asked how many bristles I had. He thought I was a hairbrush. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, I could too. I'd be like, what are you talking about? I never came in. You dreamed it. He wouldn't know the damn difference. That man, he ain't cognizant when he wakes up at all. Did I tell him how many bristles I had? I should have just looked at him and been like 1,500. I'm a 5-foot hairbrush. I would need probably more than 100. So I'd say 1,500. I think that'd be good. Oh, I couldn't figure that one out. When I first go in, he says something really stupid. And then I'm like, what? And then he'll give me a really dumb explanation. And then right after he gives me the dumb explanation, he'll be like, just whatever. Whatever. What are you talking about? Whatever. I'm just whatever. Just whatever. Every day it's another stupid thing. Everything from his feeder scoops to how many bristles do I have? What does he dream about? Literally, what the hell does this man dream about that he thinks I'm a hairbrush? The fuck? Right. Just be like, I'm not a hairbrush, I'm a broom. What? Mm-hmm. Literally, I think I'm going to start making a series where I just go in the room and just catch him on whatever stupid thing he says and then do like a 10-day compilation of what it is like waking up my husband. I'd have to ask his permission though, because he'd be mad as shit if I did that, but it'd be funny as hell. Just everyday walk in. One day I'm a hairbrush, next day his feeder scoops. It'd be great. He has no idea what the hell he's saying when he wakes up. None. When he's in his half stupor, he makes no sense. He was asking me about dice one day, I think. He don't make no damn sense. I don't know what the hell he's saying half the time. I'm like, what? Just whatever. I think that's when he starts to wake up. Because then he just gets mad. He's like, whatever. Just whatever. What are you talking about? Just whatever. Okay, babe, whatever. He's ridiculous. I'd be like, babe, I need content. Can I do a 10-day How I Wake You Up series of the stupid shit you say to me when you're half awake? Dude, if you let me do that, that would be hilarious. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did any of you hear that? I think I activated his Alexa or his Siri. I think I activated his Siri. Because I said something like, I wonder if he'd let me do that. And something from his fucking desk said, okay. He's got tablets over there. I think I activated his Siri or something. Hey, Siri. That was trippy as fuck, dude. That was trippy. Then we could all fuck with our partners and report back. I heard it plain as day, dude. Plain as day. From his desk, I hear, okay. Yeah. We don't have an Alexa or a Google, but we have a Siri. But I'm saying, hey, Siri. Even mine isn't doing it. Would he let me do that? My house is haunted. I'd feel a lot better if the damn thing would work again. I'm telling you. I heard with everything in me. Okay. Two hours and 20 minutes in. I'm going to go back and listen. 2 hours and 20 minutes. I am going to literally go back. You know what? Hold on. I think I can redo it on. I think I can look on my YouTube. Hold on. I can't tell if it's on pause. Wait, hold on. I know, I'm rewinding. I don't understand it. I'm gonna sit here and watch. I am gonna check on him at 4:30, just because now I'm paranoid. Well, I have it down as 5:30 in my phone. I apparently must have checked it because it says 5:30 in my phone. But I'm paranoid. I can't go to any further because I don't know how far it was back. Just yell at me. It'll be all right. He'll go back to sleep. I'll just go in and be like, "Did you say 5 and 5:30?" He'll be like, "Ah," and I'll be like, "All right, cool," and I'll sleep. I'd rather wake him up, have him pissed off for 2 seconds to get. You guys are just have to relive this with me for a minute. Late, you know what I mean? So I'm used to it, so it doesn't matter. Did you hear it? You heard it? Now we're gonna hear this together so you guys know I'm not insane. Yesterday I went into his room and he asked me if I was bristles. He asked how many bristles I had. He thought I was a hairbrush. I was like, "What are you talking about?" Oh, I could too. I could be like, "What are you talking about? I never came in." He dreamed it. Hold on. He wouldn't know the damn difference. He would say, that man, he ain't cognizant when he wakes up at all. Did I tell him how many bristles I had? I should have just looked at him and been like 1,500. I can't move it any further. I'm a 5-foot hairbrush. I would need probably more than 100. So I'd say 1,500. I think that'd be good. Oh, I couldn't figure that one out. When I first go in, he says something really stupid. And then I'm like, "What?" And then he'll give me a really dumb explanation. And then right after he gives me the dumb explanation, he'll be like, "Just whatever. Whatever. What are you talking about? Whatever. I'm just whatever. Just whatever." Every day it's another stupid thing. Everything from his feeder scoops to how many bristles do I have. What does he dream about? Literally, what the hell does this man dream about that he thinks I'm a hairbrush? The fuck? Right. Should be like, "I'm not a hairbrush, I'm a broom." What? Should be right here. Mm-hmm. Literally, I think I'm going to start making a series where I just go in the room and just catch him on whatever stupid thing he says, and then do like a 10-day compilation of what it is like waking up my husband. I'd have to ask his permission, though, because he'd be mad as shit if I did that, but it'd be funny as hell. Just everyday walk in. One day I'm a hairbrush, next day is feeder scoops. It'd be great. He has no idea what the hell he's saying when he wakes up. None. When he's in his half stupor, he makes no sense. He was asking me about dice one day, I think. We're gonna hear it. It don't make no damn sense. I don't know what the hell he's saying half the time. I'm like, what? Just whatever. I think that's when he starts to wake up. Because then he just gets mad. He's like, whatever. Just whatever. What are you talking about? Just whatever. Okay, babe, whatever. Should be right here. He's ridiculous. I'd be like, "Babe, I need content. Can I do a 10-day how I wake you up series of the stupid shit you say to me when you're half awake?" Dude, if you let me do that, that would be hilarious. Right there. Fucking did it. It did. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Hey, serious. Are you serious? It did though. I'm not nuts. And it won't do nothing. I've said, hey Siri. Nothing. That is wild. I evoked her. Ooh. That is wild. You could hear plain as day. Okay. That is wild. And I can't get it to do it again. Matter of fact, when it said it again, it should have done it again. Whatever the hell I said to trip it, it should have done it when I played it. That is hilarious. I knew I wasn't insane. I'm like, did I seriously just like imagine that? No, it said it plain as day. Okay. That could make you think you're going insane. Can you imagine if I just like mumbling to myself or something and it's like, oh, and nobody would have heard that? I would have thought I was nuts. I'm just glad that I actually did hear it, because that had me tripping. What am I gonna do with this much tape that I can't use anymore? I bought a whole roll of this tape, dude. Like, you do. This is one piece right here, and you cut it right here, and you cut it in half. Look how much of this I have. Like, what am I supposed to do with this now? Nothing. I mean, I could use it later if I ever hurt myself, I guess. I still don't have any idea what the hell happened. It only happened in the one spot, so I don't know. Dude, that's why I kept saying, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Did you? And you guys are like, no. Which is why I went back and listened. I'm like, hell no. I know what I heard. Ghosty, toasty. I'm not, nope, I'm good. Oh my God. I felt, I messaged my agency when I got off when I got off my battles. And I was like, yeah, so I got my ass kicked. Just so you know, I said, tomorrow may not be any better. I said, because I stupidly forgot that I knew, but then I forgot that I had the extra battle tomorrow, which apparently I don't have a graphic for now because it's a different person, but whatever. Which I guess I could take that down. I was like, so I'm probably going to get curb stomped tomorrow. I said, because I stupidly did like 15 more battles after that one, and I'm pretty sure I depleted everybody's coins. I said, so tomorrow's battle is not going to be very good, just so you know, in case you come in and you see that I am failing miserably, that would be why. Whoops. That's on me. I fucked up. Tell him Siri said okay. Right. Babe, I talked about whether or not I should do a series of what happens when you wake up. And Siri said okay. So we have to go with that now. Siri gave the okay. That was wild. And then I couldn't get it to trip back up. Like, you'd think no matter what I said, it would have done something. Or usually if something like that happens, it keeps talking. And it's just not a random okay. That was wild. I've never had that happen. I tried to trip it again, but it wouldn't work. The Siri series. This is what happens when you're on a live and Siri gives you the okay to embarrass your husband. Oh, Lord. That was wild. That was wild. So I wonder how warm it's gonna be, because if I take him, I won't be in bed till like probably 10 o'clock. It is 45 and it's gonna be 52 today. Huh? You're spooked. I'm in the room with whatever the fuck just happened. You're in the TV. I am in the room with whatever just happened. How do you think I feel? I need salt, y'all. Start throwing salt in that direction. Oh, you know what I do have? Hold on. Hold on. Do I have it? I do. Hold on. Ha 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 ha. Hollywood. Hold on. We're going to Hollywood the place real quick. Hold on. I'm going to Hollywood the place real quick. We're going to go over to his room here. We're going to go over here. There, whatever. Be gone. Be gone, Satan. Sissy's looking at me like, Mama, what are you doing? I have Hollywood. I have Hollywood. At Palo Santo. Yes. As soon as I started to rewind, my husband's phone made a notification behind me and scared me. Yep. Nope. I'm Palo Santoing here. Whatever spooky thing, just head over that direction. I'm gonna keep Palo Santo right here. I'm gonna stick it in my little burner right here. And it's just gonna do its little smoky smoke that direction. And I'm gonna tell him to take that fucking tablet and take it to work. That was spooky as shit. It was like 2 hours and 30 minutes into the live that happened. 2 hours and 20 minutes. About 2 hours and 23 minutes. That was wild. Yeah, you never think that you're gonna get a freaking ghosty ghost come out of a tablet. In 3 years, I've never had that happen, I don't think. I've gone live, I've done all sorts of shit, but I've never had a ghost come out of a tablet. Right? Wild. What's funny is on my weather app right now, it is an ad for Best Buy with appliances. Sissy nudes. Peeper peeps. Peeper peeper. Peeperoon. She's like, I'm gonna turn around and get comfy. Don't you love when a dog is dead ass asleep and they get up and they walk in a circle and then they go right back to sleep? What is that? She turned, I don't know, she turned maybe like not even maybe 90 degrees. She was here and then she got up and she turned and then she laid that way. Like, I'm not really sure what that was about. Our closet doors, if we were to leave these closet doors, we would leave them open, everything would fall out of them. This closet is not okay. Not okay. The dog equivalent to dream talking. No, the dog equivalent is when they're laying there and their little leg is twitching and they're like, meow, 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 meow. Leia does that. Leia's the only one I think that does it really. She'll be laying there and her little legs start twitching. And she's like, meow, meow. Are they chasing a rabbit? Like, what are they doing? Like, I feel like their little legs. Oh, yeah, when the door creaks open, and that'd be great. Just more. Hi, Peppy. Hi, Peppy. Hi, Mama. Hi, Peppy. Hi. Are you cute? If I lift you up here, you can't be up here very long. Hold on. Hi. Tell everybody hi. Tell everybody hi. No, not my face. No, I'm not. No, we're not doing this. Tell everybody hi. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tell everybody hi. No, that's my face. Tell everybody hi. Peepers. Hi, baby. I love the peepers. I love the peepers. I do. I do. I'm not rubbing your belly. It's not happening. Peepers. I'm not rubbing your belly. I'll give you a couple of pets up here. No belly rubbing. I'll give you some attention right here. I hate the way her hair grows in. She looks like she don't have any hair. And she does. She just doesn't look. Would you stop? Would you stop? Stop. 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 All right, cool. Get down then. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I love you. I love you. What was that? What type of breath was that, dude? You sounded like you were melting. What are you doing? 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 You're weird. And your hair's in my mouth. What is that noise you're making? Stop it. You're getting your nose in my mouth. Look at this. She looks bald, and she's not bald in person. She looks bald on camera. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you like this? You're shaped like a C. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Hey, knock, knock. Anybody home? What are you doing? Why are you being weird? Why don't you get down? Why don't you get down? Hmm? You miss having dogs? Hey, baby. Hi, baby. I love you. No, no more. Get down. Get down. Damn it. No, I'm not picking you up again. I love you. Go lay down. Dogs are a full-time job. Jesus Christ. Having this many of them is a full-time job. What are you doing? Buddy. What are you doing? Why is everybody being bad doggos right now? Hmm? Why? Why are you being a bad doggo? Why are you being a bad doggo? Hmm? You being a bad doggo? Your breath is awful. Can I just tell you that? Good night, Elena. All right, listen, Butter. Listen, Butters. What should we do? What's your idea? I like that idea. Yeah. Watching some TV, snuggling out on the couch. I think that sounds like a good idea. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to head out. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow night, I got the battles at 10 o'clock, and then probably going to be on here after that. So, but I do have the battles at 10. So, well, keep doing your OT. Keep doing your OT. Good night, everybody. We're going to try to be on 10 o'clock Eastern Standard on my TikTok and pray. See you guys later. Bye.